The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Yes, yeah, man. I'm telling you, it was a lot of technical difficulties, man. It is what it is. Things happen, but we good now. You know what I'm saying? DJ Prospect. Just want to make sure the camera, the audio sound good. You know what I mean? So yeah, as I told you, it's DJ Prospect, the Shot O'Clock Show. We got a special guest. I'm not gonna introduce our talented artists we have in studio today. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Let's test the volume and make sure you sounding good and everything. What's good? Let's see if you can hear yourself. Can you hear yourself?
Yes, sir.
Say a little 1, 2.
Yes,
introduce
sir.
yourself.
1, 2, yeah. I go by the name of Nick24K. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, we out here. We lit.
So you heard it here first. Nick24K. So I want to know first and foremost, where did 24K come from? I want to know, you know what I'm saying? I know you got like 10K. I figured it has something to do with gold
right, yeah.
and royalty and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want to hear from the source first. Where did that come from?
All right, so there's like two sides to that story. So basically, like, my real name is Nick, you feel me? The 24K, you know what I mean? When you think of 24K, that's like the highest carat of like gold, you feel me? So it's like me, I wanted to take that type of like, aspect of looking at that and like apply it to like my life. So 24K being the highest carat of gold, that's why I'm gonna be like in the highest carat of what I do in my life, which is like music and everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so
that's
it's like
a dope way of thinking
me. That's
about
how I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? I'm coming like how I'm coming. You know what I mean? Like in the highest form of what I can do. You know what I mean? Grinding with it. Yeah.
Engineer, do you mind just doing one thing for me, please? Just bring the microphone a little bit closer to the artist.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we can hear it.
Yeah,
there we go. Okay.
There we go.
We gotta make sure everything's presentable on the Shot O'Clock Show. You know what I mean?
Of course.
There we go.
Thank you.
Concierge service. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All right, so yeah, we back. So that's dope where the name came from. How did you first get started in music, and like, how did it all happen? How did everything start?
So basically, like, I graduated from Boston Arts Academy, so that's kind of like the start of like a lot of things. You know what I mean?
So
for me,
both of us.
Yeah,
graduated.
yes,
I
sir.
went to BAA too. That's crazy.
Now you see where we at.
Yeah. What major were you?
I did everything, like visual artist, then I did film, music production. I was double majoring in like a lot of stuff.
So you know what's so funny about that? For all the people that don't know, Boston Arts Academy is a visual arts school. They have music, which consists of two majors, vocal and instrumental. They have visual arts, they have theater, and they have dance. Back when I was going, which I don't want to show my age, but I graduated 2012.
Okay.
So back when I was going, they didn't really let you double major.
Oh, right.
Unless your schedule kind of allowed it.
Right.
But there were some people, for example, there were some dancers who were in certain choirs. I was an instrumental major, so it was cool because I was in some vocal choirs as well. But yeah, that's dope. So explain to me about your time at the high school and like,
yeah,
how did it start? Did you originally start rapping? How did everything start on that end?
Basically, like me growing up, like, I always had like a lot of attention around me because I was into like a lot of different things, you know what I mean? So going to Boston Arts Academy, it was just like life-changing because it was a way for me to find out like my true self in a way, because I always had a passion for music, but I never knew that I had it in me for me to do it and create it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like going there like my freshman year, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, Boston Arts Academy is like different, you know what I mean? It's not like the normal Boston Public School, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We have
it's
like different.
It's like high school. Yo, it's legit
Yeah.
like High School Musical, but
Literally,
like
in a nutshell, in Boston,
the hood
but
version.
the Boston version, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But yeah, you know what I mean? It was just like a lot of opportunities in there where, you know what I mean, we would be in the cafeteria and like normally in the cafeteria you just go there to eat lunch, but we got like a whole like club up in the cafeteria.
Yo,
Like, so we just getting lit up in there and just, you know, everybody does like music in their own type of form of way. So like we have like people like, you know, drumming or like singing or whatever, and it was just something that like I got into, you know what I mean? And to the point where I had like a whole fan base, which was like my students, which was like my school and everything else. It was like me getting on a platform like how I did, using the connections that I had through the school and just myself, made me into like who I am today. You know what I mean? Like having a dream and like what I'm gonna do in like life, and then having like a career and like chasing that career. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, did you start writing in high school, or was it just like you were still kind of discovering who you were as an artist?
Yeah. So like I majored in like visual arts, you know what I mean? So that was a lot of like photography and arts and drawing and like a lot of other stuff. And then you know, switching like my majors, you know what I mean? I wanted to experience like everything, you know what I mean? So I could really find like what I really liked and stuff. So once I like went over to like film, I knew how to do like videos and edit and all that. So like my passion was music, so I knew that like every major played a part in like my career, you know what I mean? So it's like I need to learn the music, I need to learn how to do the videos, I need to learn how to engineer, I know how to like learn how to do all of that. So me being independent, I have like the skill set to like make it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been doing music for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that when it comes to music, like when you look at visual arts is kind of like an expression, but like music ties into like every other art in some way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, do you think that like being a visual artist helped you see music in a different light?
Yes, because it's like me being a visual artist and like having the teachers teach us like more deeper stuff than just like us drawing or getting good at it. Like they taught us like real like hardcore lessons of like how to become a person who could see like with their eyes, you know what I mean, when it comes to art, and like how you like make things and draw things, you know what I mean? And just if you could develop that eye, you know what I mean, you could learn how to do a whole lot more like graphic design. So I took like graphic design classes and stuff like that. So we went from like pencil and paper to like drawing to like painting to like now we're doing graphic design, you know what I mean? So it was like a whole process like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And once seeing that I like developed like that type of like skill set with that in visual arts, I was like, oh, I could take this over to music, or I could take this over to photography, I could take this over to acting, you know what I mean? I could take this over like, you know, anywhere that I wanted to with it, you know?
That's dope.
Yeah.
So it's dope to see that like you kind of made the connection between the different art forms. Would you say that in terms of your flow, your style, because every artist got their own style, their own kind of like signature, you know what I'm saying? Would you say that there's a certain artist or a particular set of artists that you kind of was like, yo, I like the way they do this, I'm gonna copy it, but I'm gonna make it my own?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, like getting into music now, you know what I mean? So, like, any artist that's out here, like, you have to kind of sacrifice a little bit of your own uniqueness to hop on the trend just for you to get on, you know what I mean? Because this is mainstream, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's a lot of mainstream artists, you know what I mean, that we listen to now, you know what I mean? Especially in the hip hop rap world, you know what I mean? And I had to kind of understand like their style of what they do and how they deliver their music, but also keep in mind that like I'm my own artist, so I have to come with that type of energy, but like with a different approach, you know what I mean?
Okay. Any artists in particular that like that artist stuck out to you? Like it could be old, it could be a new artist, it could be even a local artist. Any artist that you could name off the top of your head particularly?
Off the top of my head, somebody that I respect a lot in the music industry, like worldwide, is Hobson. He's very lyrical. He's himself. You know what I mean? I like the fact that he's himself and he doesn't care like what other people think. You know what I mean? And he's respected in the game like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people from Boston. I mean, we got a lot of heads that's coming out. You know what I mean? And just also staying in the lane of just, you know, what the scene is in Boston, you know what I mean, and how everybody's coming, and just knowing that what you come and what you bring to the table has to be something that, like, really gets everybody into what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that try to do this music now, and it's, like, different lanes that they could go in, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Okay.
But, yeah, a lot of other artists, you know, like, you know, got, like, Fabio Foreign, you know what I mean? I listen to Jonah Lucas, a lot of people out here, you know what I mean? Cal. Shout out Cal. You know what I mean? Just a lot of dope artists, you know what I mean, that's out right now, that's working, you know what I mean? So I don't try my hardest to, like, you know, copy or, like, peep a lot of. I stay to myself as an artist, you know what I mean?
Right, you definitely got to stay true to yourself.
Yeah. Because you don't want to start saying certain things or, like, hopping in certain trends, and then it's like now somebody's thinking that you bite in or you feel me? So it's like you start controversy like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, I like to stay in my own lane, like tunnel vision, like with myself, like how I brand myself, how I am as an artist. So, you know what I mean? I stand out in the game like that.
All right, dope. I think that's kind of important to, like, you know, see other artists admire what they do. Like, everyone does have their own type of swag, their own type of style. But you're like, I'm not going to do that. Or I like what you do. I'm going to do something like that, but I'm going to put my own twist to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's
right.
like, I think that's dope, and it's very important because as an artist, you want to have your own identity with your music. You want, when people are going down the street bumping your track, you want it to be like, oh, yo, that's Nick24K.
Yeah.
That's Nick.
Yeah.
I know that's Nick. And like, how do you know? You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, I know that's this person. How do you know? And it's because of that trade line, that the way you kind of present your music, and it could be the flow, it could be whatever, it could be the type of beat, like Jay Dilla, you know, rest in peace, Jay Dilla.
All right.
But he was a producer, but everybody knew when Jay Dilla produced a track, just like DJ Khaled. You always hear DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to hear that. Or DJ Mustard.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hear, what is it, put that on the beat, or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So it's like definitely important to find your own identity, you know what I mean? And how, if you could describe yourself as an artist in 3 words, how would you describe yourself? That's a hard one, huh?
Yeah. Nah, I would say hungry, passionate, and respected. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I've never met you before personally.
Right.
But I can definitely tell that you are respected because a DJ, a friend of mine, was like, yo. He was like, yo. He was like, yo, you got to get him on the show. And I'm like, all right, say no more. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's definitely dope. It's definitely also good to hear that you're passionate about music. You know what I'm saying? You're passionate about the arts. I feel like, and I'm pretty sure I could get your cosign on this as well. The arts aren't pushed the way it should be.
No,
you
they're
know,
not.
There's a lot of talented people that don't know they talented. You know, there's a lot of people that have hidden talents, and you tell them like, yo, I see it.
Mm-hmm. And they just like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. And the crazy part about it, it's like, we went to the same high school, so we know,
right?
Like we know when we see talent.
Of course.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
in a room
it's like
film
this,
with it,
you
so
know,
it's instant. Yeah, it's real quick.
Even if it's raw talent, for example, a diamond. A diamond's made with pressure, but when you first see a raw diamond, it don't look good. It look ugly.
Right.
But in time, you know what I'm saying, you gotta polish it, you gotta cut it a little bit, or whatever the case is, to the right size, and then over time it looks good.
Right.
And us, we kind of see talent in others. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's just dope. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that you're like, yo, you're mad talented. What?
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's a lot, like I said, like there's so many of us, you know what I mean, that's doing this. It's like when you acknowledge it and recognize it for what it is, it's like, okay, I could tell this person only so much. Like you could bring a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like there's a lot of people that's sleeping on themselves. You know what I mean? You're gonna already have to deal with that as an artist. You know what I mean? If already people sleeping on you, so if you sleeping on yourself, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you fighting against yourself. Yeah.
So you gotta build that confidence in a way where it's like, yeah, you're gonna get the hate, yeah, you're gonna get the buzz, you're gonna get a lot of this stuff that comes with this. You know what I mean? But staying to yourself and knowing who you are as a person and knowing what you're doing is what you're doing, then that's all that matters. And you know what I mean, what you're trying to do. Because as an artist, it's a lot of commitment that you have to take, and people have a lot of talent, and they just have to like really, you know, step out of their comfort zone and just chase it and take risks and opportunities like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually very true. I think that also it's like, well, we already touched on that anyways. We're going to get, so my thing is this. What would you, engineer, okay. Engineer want to make some adjustments.
I don't know if I'm moving around too much, getting real close with this mic.
Okay. Engineer just want to make a little adjustment, a little one or two. Nothing wrong with that. Is there, as an artist, it's not easy. A lot of people don't know that being an artist is not easy. There's sleepless nights. There's BS that comes with it. There's times you feel like, yo, you want to throw in the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Have you felt, or have you ever felt like, yo, I'm done, I don't want to do this no more? And if so, what kept you pushing? What kept you, kept your mind sane and was like, you know what? Nah, I can't quit on music. Because I know as a DJ, man, there's... Yo, I got Jaja in the studio, DJ Jaja. Shout out to the Trendsetter family. But when I tell you, he was laughing, but it's like there's times where, I ain't gonna lie, yo, there's times I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm quitting. Other times, times I'm like, yo, even times I'm on Facebook. I remember writing a Facebook status. I never posted it. Yeah. Like, I'm done with DJing. I'm done with this. And then next week, I'm DJing. You know what I'm saying? So have you ever felt like there was a time like that where you wanted to give up? And what did you do to kind of like bring yourself back and get right back into the music?
Well, see, like a little like background about me is like I'm an only child. So it's like I'm like self-disciplined in a lot of ways. So it's like in terms of like, you know, having a lot of family, a lot of friends and support, I didn't really have that a lot like growing up. And so doing music was a way for me to be open in a way on a platform where it's like I'm going to have so much judgment. I'm going to have so much, people hating, people switching up, a whole type of like a whole bunch of stuff like that. So like what made me go through that was going through the experience of, you know, living that life of an artist and, you know, having haters and people who switch up and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like, you know, I've had my moments where I'm just like, you know what, I can't do this. This is like really like interacting with my personal life, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, once you do this, there's like no going back, you know what I mean? Like once you put a song out, you can try to delete it, but like people heard that song, they're gonna remember you. Yeah, I mean, like, so.
That's a great point, actually, because once you, nothing really leaves the internet.
Yeah, the internet,
it's like,
they,
once you put that
you.
song out, even if you delete it,
they still have it.
There's people that already seen it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, yeah. So you never really kind of, like, had those moments, and not really, right?
I had those moments where I was just like, you know what, I can't do this. I'm deleting everything, social media, all that, you know what I mean? But what kept me going was the fact that, yeah, I know that I have a talent in this, but it's the amount of lack of support and the amount of like haters that I had that was like so much against me, like getting into this game. It was like, yeah, bet. So now I'm gonna do this for real. You know what I mean? Like once I seen like the approach of like all the fans versus like all the haters, and I was like, nah, I got something to prove. I stepped in it. Now I know what I started. I have to finish it now. You know what I mean? So this is something that you can't give up in. You know what I mean? Once you sign up for this is, you know what I mean? You
It's
might
like
have a
signing
change
your
of
life
heart in
over,
what you
yeah.
do, but it's like, nah, it's for real. You know what I mean? That's a big, like it takes a lot for somebody to come out and say that I'm nice at what I do and I'm gonna have everybody agree with that one opinion. You know what I mean? And keep it consistently where people are gonna listen to you, people are gonna like you, people are gonna come to your shows and all that. You know what I mean? So to have that type of influence, you have to be ready to deal with a lot of stuff that comes with that. You know what I mean? So it's like you giving up or you not believing or trying in yourself. That's just like a setback towards, well, what if I can do this? And when I go through this, I'm gonna be so happy at the end of the day because I'm succeeding in what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And I had so many people that said that I didn't or I couldn't.
Yeah.
So it's like that gives you the determination and like the motivation for you to be like, nah, I can't give up. You know what I mean? People was just talking all this crazy about me, saying I can't do this and that. Nah, I really
now
have to.
I gotta do
now
it.
I gotta show up. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's what keeps the hunger and you just being an artist like that and just still grinding and not like giving up like that.
Okay. How would you describe your writing process? So like, there's certain people that I know that are artists. They can only write when they're in their room. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain people that got to go to a special place. How would you describe your writing process? Or it just happens anywhere at any point in time. You have a bar in your head. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, that option.
Okay. He's like, yeah, option 3.
Exactly, because it's like music is something that, it's a talent. A talent is referred as a gift. So certain people have this, certain people don't. You know what I mean? So it's like when you have a gift for something like music, this is something that's gonna come natural. This is something that you're gonna make a hit and a hit and a hit and a hit after. You know what I mean? Like, because this is what you do. This is what you say that you're good at. So it's like when I make music, this is something that just comes off the top. You know what I mean? Something that my brain is like different. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to words, and I study words too, and like a lot of wordplay and a lot of like delivery and all that as an artist. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be like an artist that's just like, oh, I got lit, I got rich because I had this one beat that I rapped on and it was hard and it blew me up more than my lyrics did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
So
exactly. Like
you want to be lyrically in tune.
like lyrically, and so I want you to like really hear and understand like what I'm saying as an artist. You know what I mean? So it's like that. That's something that comes natural to me. Something that like I know you could put on a beat right now, and I would just already feel it in like within 5 seconds.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that later.
I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
definitely got something for you.
Yeah.
So my next question is this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see, just where do you see yourself? As an artist, as a person, as an entity?
5 years from now, I could already know that the spark and the recognition that I truly deserve as an artist is coming in sooner than I think. 5 years from now, I'm looking down the line, I would have already been on, already been taking care of my peoples and just already being up and moving in the direction that I'm going towards, in a positive way, because a lot of people can do this and then they burn out, 5 years from now, I'm already going to be already like having so much stuff that's already out and already set. Like I should be chilling, and still have fun with what I do, but that way I would have already been on, I would have already made it, I would have already taking care of what I need to take care of and just continue what I do and live life. Work less, live more. You feel me?
So,
yeah.
You're not the first artist on the show. Actually, one of the top 5 years. I've been on the show. I haven't had too many artists outside of the business on this. So, every artist on the show got, you know what I'm saying? So I got 2 tracks. I got old overflow, and I got a new one. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna play both. I'm play one of them. I want you to do a little freestyle over it. And play the second one. And do the second freestyle. Just so that people can see a talent, see a ball, see a flow, you know what I mean? You cool with that?
Yes, sir. I'm ready for it.
So I'm gonna play the first one so you can get a little feel of it. And then we'll start it over. And then we're gonna go from there, alright?
Alright, was good. Yeah. Aye. Yeah. Aye.
It's a little older, you know what I'm saying? I found this track a while back.
Yeah, I'm liking this, yeah. Yeah. I'm tryna chase these bands. Yeah. Aye. I know you're shorty a fan. Here we go. 24K about to let it go. Ice on my wrist, I'ma let it snow. If you want the beef, you can let me know. I'm on the move and I gotta go. Turn up now and I'm doing shows. Hit your girl with the nay-nay. She tryna get with the play. Ay, I'm tryna work for a payday. I did the wrist like I'm TK. Spin your block with an AK. Verse it back like a replay. So shout out my brothers, we did it. Ay, I get the bag and I live it. Ay, you wanna live that life? But I swear I already did it. I swear I already did it.
We gotta go. We gotta go back.
Run that back. You getting crazy with it. You gotta run that back with it. Come on now. I'm gonna get stupid with it. Yeah. Aye. Yeah. You already know the vibes, man. You got Nick24K in the building. I already know what's getting. Yeah. Aye. Look. I'm trying to chase these bands. Yeah. I know you're shorty a fan. I'm trying to chase these bands, yeah. We taking trips, we about to slide, hey. Look, here we go. 24K about to let it go. Ice on my wrist, I'ma let it snow. If you want the beef, you can let me know. I'm on the move and I gotta go. I'm turning up now and I'm doing shows. I hit your girl with the nay-nay, ayy. She tryna get with the play, ayy. I'm tryna work for a payday. I did the race like I'm TK. Spin your block with an AK. Then reverse it back like a replay. So shout out my brothers, we did it. Ay, I get the bag and I live it. Ay, you wanna live that life? But I swear I already did it. Yeah, but I'm tryna chase these bands. I'm tryna chase these bands. Like, hold on, I'm tryna chase these bands. Yeah, I know you're shorty a fan. But back to the prophecy, no one is stopping me. Counting my green like it's broccoli. Making my move like Monopoly. I'm taking shots, but this ain't photography. Just stay in your lane, ayy. Me and the gang, yeah, we want the fame. Ayy, pull up and I shoot, yeah, we shooting for range, yeah. We ready to bang, like, hold on. But I'm trying to chase these bands. I know you're shorty a fan. I'm trying to chase these bands. Yeah, I know you're shorty a fan.
Yeah, okay. I see you.
You gonna get tapped in with it, you know.
You already know.
Off the top,
but
know.
You know, that was a beat I found years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, all right. I always try to find beats, tracks that like people don't really know, or I try to find like big iconic beats.
Right.
So this next one's more like, you know, more trap, more modern. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
we gonna play it. Just go in.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to listen real close to this one. You feel me?
Mari.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, look, just watch what I do. Pull up with him, get served like a drive-thru, get played like a cartoon. Send him in space on fire like the R2. Yeah, I got some things that I need to do, and I got some things that I gotta prove. So please do not cross me, ayy. Living this life, you don't know what it cost me. They saying I'm cocky, it's probably cause you shorty wanna come top me. You claim you got me, but the only thing I got is demons and zombies. Freestyling off the top, I don't really let the talk, unless we talking about getting guap. I dive in the box and I belly flop, and I'm moving too hard and I'm sipping Ciroc, and I back a girl in my Crocs, ayy. They tryna see what I got, ayy. Hold on. They tryna see what I live without rapping these raps, but he like a mouse and he fell in the trap. So please do not talk to me rudely. I'm with your shorty and we make it. I give her a snack and I call her Scooby. Ayy, look, I need 100 bands if you booking me. She fell in love with me. And I put the E in energy. I know they hating, they envy me. And I ain't tryna catch no STDs, but you sure you better learn her ABCs. Cause all I know is that she getting the D. I put the boss in Boston. You wanna talk, we getting them off. Send me that addy, we drop them. Yeah, and I'm independent. Now I just chase the bag, making more bands during the pandemic. The way that I flex, I make it shorty athletic. Yeah, and I'm thumbing through bands. I let it stack like Tetris. Yeah, she tryna dance, but she cannot hit this. Yeah, if I put her up in the blunt, then he off the hit list. Come get this. The blicky on me, I'ma blick him. These demons on me, I'ma sick him. Yeah, I cannot wait till we get him. We call him lacking denim. The anger I have inside, I feel like I'm venom. They wanna see Nick fall, but you know I won't let him. When I inhale this weed, I see things that y'all can't see. Now I can't roll in peace, cause now everybody wants smoke with me. But I'm to the top, that's where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, but we to the top, that's where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, got the studio going crazy. Got the studio going crazy. Yo, you already know. Ease. So, yo, shout out to the big artists. Shout out to the boss. I see you. I see you. You know what I'm saying? And I always try to bring talent on here. You know what I'm saying? I feel, to be honest. So after I dropped the flyer and you dropped it. It wasn't even after I dropped the flyer. It was after you dropped the flyer. Somebody emailed me.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they trying to get in. They didn't even try to add you as a friend. Like,
no cap. They didn't even. Usually people message me, Facebook message, Instagram, but I got my contact information. I got my number up there, and I got my email. So you sent me. We was talking over email and all that, and you sent me something, and I seen another email. I'm like, oh, what? Who's this? The subject said, "How can I get on the Shot O'Clock show?" Yo, I kid you not. It was like, "How can I get on the Shot O'Clock show?" So that's dope. That artists are seeing like, yo, this is a platform. What I'm doing,
they trying to get on, yeah,
it's good though. That's
everybody
a good thing,
trying to get on. This is where you need to be if you trying to do your thing. Come up out here, you know what I mean?
If you're not on the Shot O'Clock show, man, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't popping.
Right.
I don't know. He's like, yo, Jaja's being crazy in the studio. He's like, yo, you're flop. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a dope thing that we got here. We gonna take a real quick commercial break.
Yes, sir.
We gonna pay some bills. And before we get out of here, please, Nick, please tell the people how can they get in contact with you for bookings, for interviews, for all that.
Everything social media, you can literally Google this, just Nick24K.
He said Google me.
Yeah, you can literally Google it. Like, just go on your phone right now, go on Safari, Google, Chrome, whatever you use. Like, just go in there, type in Nick24K, NICK24K. Now I'll pop up my Instagram, all my contact info, Facebook, everything. You know what I mean? Like, all platforms, we over here. You know what I mean?
All right. And if they want to book you, do they?
Yeah, bookings. I got an email. It's Nick24KBookings@gmail.com, and y'all can book me through there, through shows, interviews, meet and greets, photo shoots, everything.
So he said,
Nick.
I'm
24K
saying Nick24K,
bookings.
correct?
Nick24KBookings@gmail.com.
Okay, Nick24K bookings, no spaces.
Nope, all lowercase. Yeah.
All lowercase.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yes,
you heard it here first. So, yo, I appreciate you for taking the time out to come to the Shot O'Clock show. Yo, it's lit.
Yes,
Trust
sir.
me. For all the people that's watching, it's going to be on YouTube by tomorrow. And we dropping the next flyer for next week. That's what we do. 12 noon. I'm dropping the flyer for next week. And yeah. You know what I mean? So,
yes,
yo,
sir.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me out here, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, if you're an artist and you need, I'm gonna hit that.
He's
like, I'm gonna drink some of that.
No. Yo, it's a Shot O'Clock show, so you already know.
Oh, you taking that shit?
We gotta have some red cups. You know what I mean? It's a Shot O'Clock show, and it's not only a lot of people like, yo. Let me explain this. the Shot O'Clock show is not just about drinking. No, it's not. It's an opportunity where you can meet artists. You can hear them. You can hear their bars. It's an opportunity where you have a shot to win. We have certain vendors on the show where they have prizes and different things. Like we had Getchy. She's giving away some free stuff. Compliments of the Shot O'Clock show. We got CMOS things that, giving away free stuff. So it's an opportunity. It's a shot. An opportunity to just get to know what's happening in the community, in the streets of Boston. Who's hot and who's not. You know what I'm saying? So as I said, if you haven't been on the Shot O'Clock show, I don't know what you're doing. Peace.
Yes,
We're going to
sir.
take that commercial break, all right?
Oh!